Hi, this is a demonstration video on how to make a lanyard keychain. First, you want to make sure you have all the materials that you'll need. You'll need 2 pieces of lanyard string, a key ring, 1 or 2 pony beads, and you may want to have a pair of scissors on hand in case you need to trim the string. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to take one color of each string and you're going to match up the ends. Then you'll take your key ring and put them on the strings. Then find the other ends of the strings and match those up too. Now they don't have to be exact, but pretty close would be good. Then you're going to straighten out the strings so that the key ring is in the middle of both strings. Then with your thumb and index finger, you're going to want to hold the strings and the key ring in place. Now it doesn't matter which color you'll choose, but you want to have one color going up and down and the other color going to the right and to the left. Then you're going to want to take this top string and move it behind your index finger and then wrap it around loosely and hold it in place with your thumb. Then take the string that's on the bottom and making sure that it is to the right of the first loop you just made, you're going to wrap it around your index finger, holding it in place with your middle finger, and you're going to make a second loop. Now you're going to want to have spaces between the string and your finger because we're going to need to lace these other strings through. So you're going to take the string on your right and you're going to want to go over this first loop and under this next loop and pull it through. And then I kind of move it to the side here behind my index finger just to get it out of the way. Then you're going to take this next string, you're going to go over this first loop and under the next loop, and you're going to want to pull it through. Then you're going to take the string on your right and the string on the bottom in your right hand, and you're going to take the other 2 strings in your other hand, and then you're going to just carefully tighten them like so. And then you should get a nice box stitch. If it's not quite as tight as you'd like, then you can adjust it by taking one of each color string in the other hand and just pulling it to tighten it until that's how you want it. Okay, so once you've completed your first stitch, then you can continue making more stitches. The more stitches you make, the easier it will actually get. So it doesn't matter which color you choose, but again, you're going to want to make 2 loops. So I'll make a loop with this one and a loop with my other one. Now my string on the right is kind of the bottom one in that bottom row. So I'm going to take that, I'm going to go over my first loop and under my next loop. Got a little twisted here, so I'm just going to straighten that out and pull it through. And then I'm going to take my next string, and since this string is coming from the top row, I'm going to go over and under, and then I'm going to take my strings, one of each color should be in each hand, and then just pull it through. And then you can switch to tighten it a little bit more. Okay, and then again, going to make a loop. And then I'm going to take one string and it's going to go over the first, under the second, and my next string is going to go over the first, under the second, and then I'm just going to tighten the stitch and just keep doing that. Okay. Make your 2 loops. Take an end over and under is what you need to remember. Next string over and under. And then just pull the strings, pull the stitches tight. I think that stitch got away from me. It got twisted, I think. Make your 2 loops. Over and under. Over and under, and then pull to tighten it. And you can see that it is getting a little bit longer. So go ahead and continue making your stitches. So after a while, you will have made several stitches and the length of your keychain will increase. You can make your keychain as long as you want or as short as you want. Then to end your keychain, or to finish it off, you're going to take your strings and you're going to add a bead. Now it's up to you how many beads you want to add. You can add 1 bead or 2 beads, and you'll want to put the beads on all 4 strings. And this is getting a little difficult to thread through because the strings are at all uneven lengths. So then what I'm going to do is, with my scissors, I'm just going to trim it off just a bit so that they're all nice and even, and it's easier to put my bead on. So put your bead through and push the strings through. And like I said, you can do 1 bead, or if you'd like, you can do 2. Push them through. And you can always take that stray and push it through separately. Your beads down. Then after you have your beads in place, and I have a little kink there, so I'm just going to pull it to straighten it out. Then to hold them in place, what you're going to do is you're going to make a knot. So you're going to wrap the strings around your fingers, making a hole, and then put all 4 strings through that hole. And pull it through, and you'll pull it tight to make sure that the knot stays in place. Okay. Then, if you'd like, you can leave the length the way it is. You can trim it up if you'd like, or you can even make it a little bit shorter. It's all up to you. However, if you choose to make it shorter, just make sure you don't make it too close to the end of the knot, because you don't want it to unravel and then have the beads come off. And so there you go, your lanyard keychain.